Beatles. Why is George guitar went solo in the Beatles? For what reason is George's guitar solo in the Beatles is All You Need Is Love so terrible? I realize it was recorded live, however, the performance is actually a wreck. It's not actually a guitar solo. It's all the more a guitar break. One explanation is that Harrison just had 4 bars in which to offer his expression. As a rule, guitar performances in the Beatles kept going the length of a section. Here, he had accurately a large portion of a refrain, and the second 50% of his performance has a similar symphonious setting, for example harmony movement, as the primary half. From that point onward, the string segment comes in. So he was working in, musically talking, a very kept space. Under these conditions, it's not really astonishing that everything he could manage was tossed a few licks before his time expired. It doesn't help that, having played the subsequent one, he promptly dropped a mollusk which is perceptible on the last chronicle. At that point, there was the way that he was being recorded live before a TV crowd of millions, and a lot of people from the UK were sitting in the studio and listening in on the music. McCartney, distinctively, is the one in particular who looks absolutely alright with that. Lennon managed his nerves by abstaining from taking a look at the camera and biting gum while singing. George Martin and his group in the control room were thumping back the scotch to quiet their own nerves. Harrison messed up, not in a disastrous way, barely to be somewhat humiliating. The essential state of his concise break is, I think, sound, one straightforward expression, trailed by a minor departure from it. Had he had more takes and a less unpleasant on-air time, he may have concocted something great, marginally more exquisite, less stammering, and without that style of looking down hard towards the end. We realize he was careful about cleaning his performances. Yet, he didn't. It was one shot, and he somewhat blew it. I don't believe it's a genuine smear on the Chronicle, though. What were the Beatles like face to face? What was the Beatles like, face to face? I met John Lennon in fall of 1978. I was 8, outside my high-rise on West End Avenue, in New York, attempting to get moving on my bicycle, and along came a man, solo, wearing a cape and pants. I remembered him quickly as John Lennon from my twofold Blue Collections cover photograph. I made proper acquaintance and he grinned and made proper acquaintance. He was warm and I accept entertainment that I remembered him and furthermore eased I didn't annoy him for a signature. A family companion met him not long after that. Our companion claimed a craftsmanship exhibition close to the Dakota, the structure where John and Yoko lived and possessed condos and recording studios. Lennon walked around the display and took a gander at a work of art and asked its expense. Our family companion disclosed to him the cost and Lennon joked, "Who painted it, God?" Quick and entertaining. He made a movie with the girl of our display proprietor companion in Central Park after that group. He was simply one more area fellow and liked to be treated accordingly. We were completely obliterated when he died. Numerous years were the Beatles together. The group's central relationship, the one between John Lennon and Paul McCartney, began in 1957. George Harrison went along with them about a year later. They performed under a few names prior to choosing the Beatles in 1960. The setup around them changed various occasions when that, yet got lost in 1962 when Ringo Starr turned into their drummer. They quit cooperating in 1969, delivered their last unique collection in 1970, and formally broke down in 1974. Their business progressed forward as Apple Corp., which takes care of their heritage right up till today. In view of the entirety of this, picking start and end dates isn't clear. It might be said they just existed for a very long time when they were dynamic Chronicle specialists. In another, they have been with us for 60+ years and then some.